won the Best of Athletics as well. It's taking place inside the Stadium as well. We see the pictures.
Some really interesting athletes. Even some of them are already national athletes, but despite that, they have to really fight to really maintain their ranking or prove their ranking. And it's been really interesting so far, and I'm particularly pleased at the fact that all the states were represented in all these western states exactly were apart from Ondo State. Apart from Ondo State, yeah. So hopefully we'll probably see Ondo State in the future, and they also bring their own teams as well, because Ondo has always been a major block in terms of our sports development as well. We can remember plenty of national athletes of Ondo origin as well. Sky Yemi of Blessed Memory as well. And this is the chess event as well. Interesting. There's a lot for anybody. I mean, there's been football. The football has been exciting as well. We saw a penalty kick, well, probably a very ferocious penalty kick earlier on as well. We've seen basketball. There's been gymnastics. I'm struggling to see if I even saw gymnastics as even the last National Sports Festival. But it's been here, and it's really interesting to see that many of these states have representatives in these sports, and they're really keen into what the Dawn Games is all about. Identifying young athletes who can be trained to become future national athletes and replace the likes of these national athletes and take the pressure off our lone representative in the international. Our lack of focus on grassroots has been the bane of sports development, but of late we've seen a lot of deliberate attempts. Today, our contingent to the African Youth Games were charged. Yesterday, they were charged by the sports minister to go and do the country part. We're beginning to see a direct focus on grassroots. Is that what we need to be doing? Are we doing it right? Or is there something that you think we're still not doing right around sports development in Nigeria?
Obviously, Tony, and a lot of credit has to go to the former sports minister, who came up with the National Youth Games that was
Game and play,
that was sports. So what we actually need in this country is continuity. We are not short of ideas, just like the way to perform it and the way to commission for sports in Osun State. The continuity, we've had programs in the past, the Principal Cup, the academic, but some at the stage we abandon them. We start all over again. We just need continuity. As long as it continues, we keep on churning out talents.
And also talents are bound to harmonize. Because we have the Dawn Games. Next we probably have the South Games. Next we have the Northeast Games. But how do we harmonize all of this?
And at the center of all of this is the National Sports Commission. They have to do a lot of harmonizing of all of these programs together. But let's just talk about the Dawn Games and tell you the big one, the football event. A lot of people want to find out about the football event. We're going to be having Oyo against Ogun in the football event. That's the king of sports. Oyo beat Team Lagos 2-1 in the semi-finals, while Ogun beat Osun 1-0 in the semi-finals. So the final will see Oyo against Ogun, and then Lagos against Osun will be playing for bronze. Let's look at the medals table very quickly. Let's see what the medal table looks like. Lagos, if we close the games right now, if we close these games right now, Lagos have won it. Look at the number of medals that they have: 16 gold medals, 9 silver, 6 bronze, a total of 31 medals. The closest to Lagos is just 4 gold, 4 silver, and 9 bronze. That's 17 for Ekiti. Ogun, 1 gold, 2 silver, 10 bronze. Oyo, 6 silver, 4 bronze. Osun, 1 silver, 1 bronze. I wish the commissioner for sports, State of Osun, is here. He was promising us that Osun will fight and try to win this one, but it looks like they're winning from the other side. Yeah, but this is the first edition. I'm not sure we should emphasize too much on who is winning and who is not winning. It should be discovering of talent.
Lagos State is hosting, and they have the
larger contingent, and they are used to the environment.
Absolutely. Which is why I particularly like the National Youth Games. There was no emphasis on medals as such. It was just participation, which made it less of a corporate affair, less of participants.
All right, so that's what it looks like. The tables are at 3 p.m. today. Lagos look like they've dusted every other state. They've kept this one in the dark, but that's encouraging, and we want to hope that this will continue across the different geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Let's talk about the women very quickly. Today we've been tracking Edwin Okon, coach of the Super Falcons. Unfortunately, Cecilia is not around with us. Everybody is busy working for the Channels National Kids Cup, so she's had to go early. They made the squad for Rwanda. Surprise, surprise, no Perpetual coach. I think she failed to turn up. And a couple of high-profile absentees as well. Gloria Ofobi is not there, out of the team. Gloria Iroka also not in the team. But Okon has named the team that he believes will go to fight in Rwanda to return Nigeria to the top of women's football in Africa.
You look at the small bird-like midfielder,
midfielder,
tough tackling midfielder. She was not named. That was a big surprise as well. But the team will depart the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport
tonight. They're leaving
tonight, exactly. And the full squad includes Precious Dude and Ibu Beleye White as goalkeepers. Defenders Onome Ebi, Blessing Edohu, Ngozi Ebe, Miriam Ibrahim, and Josephine Chukwunonye. Midfielders include Evelyn Waboko, Onyechi Ohaduga, Ngozi Okobi, Azizat Oshoala, Cecilia Unku, Choma Wogu, Stella Mbachu, Timeless, Ageless, Esther Sunday, and strikers are Desire Paradozie, Chiwendu Ihezu, and Yetunde Adebejo. And all these players are already been talking tough, which about how they are going to decision Rwanda, how they are going to teach them lesson. But the NFA has quickly stepped into the breach and said, look, this is not the time for overconfidence. We have to realize the fact that we are no longer the top dog in Africa, and we have to approach our games with humility and respect for our opponents. That is the only way we can get back to the top. And I think that is the best advice that they can give them at this point in time. Edwin Okon has been working behind the scenes tirelessly to ensure that Nigeria returns into the top of African football in the women's category. And our match against Rwanda will see how well or how far we've gone along this road, or where the problems are.
Whether things have not changed. All right, from the girls, let's talk about the boys. The Flying Eagles have also been working with Manu Gaba. Manu Gaba is one coach that I respect so much for the amount of work he puts into the team. Unfortunately, they've not been able to play too many friendly matches because of injuries to some key players in the team. But with 2-0 from the first leg in the bag against Tanzania, they can only expect to wrap things up this weekend. They'll be playing in Kaduna. They've been training in Kaduna, Ahmadu Bello Stadium, and they are hoping excellent grass pitch, and they are hoping that they can finish off Tanzania and look forward to the next opponents before we get into the African Championship proper.
Yeah, so there were quite some worries before the first leg. They were not scoring goals away, but they confounded the critics, and they got a well-deserved 2-0 victory. Even after the Tanzanian came up with a lot of points. For the second leg, the team has even been strengthened. Chiba Eze, returned to the team.
Isaac Success is joining
and Manu Gaba is so happy with the form of Eze. He was out of the first leg. He has come back and he has done so well in training. So we expect that the Flying Eagles should qualify. But that should not give them that kind of excuse to be complacent. This team is down 2-0, and they said the man who is down fares no fall. They can come here and play the game of their life and cause an upset. But on paper, the Flying Eagles should qualify.
Let us also tell you that the Nigerian Football Federation have announced that the friendly game between the Golden Eaglets and Egypt will be played in Kaduna. Is that telling you anything about where the Eagles will play the qualifying games for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations? Who knows? It could be. Who knows? Nobody knows. Who knows? Maybe Kaduna will be hosting the Super Eagles on route Africa Cup of Nations.
Akwa is also pitching now.
Not ready. The pitch is not ready yet. So it could be Kaduna, it could be Abuja. But it looks like Kaduna could get the nod. But I'm not saying anything. Let's just wait and see what comes out of all of this. It's time for us to switch gears now and focus on the Globe Premier League midweek matches. Played across 9 centers today. Plenty of drama, a lot of interesting results. But let's start off with what happened in Ibadan. Crown of Ogbomoso, playing at Adamasingba Stadium, took on Warri Wolves of Warri at the Adamasingba Stadium in Ibadan. Let's bring you highlights of that game, and then we'll come back, tell you what happened at the 9 venues, tell you which teams are at the top, which teams are at the bottom, and a whole lot more before we wrap it up on Sports Tonight this midweek.
Still, it's 0-0, very early stage of the game. It's in just about 12 minutes of play. Action resuming. Femi Ajayi takes away his man. one number 10 jersey to the order. There was a pass made from Kola Ndubi that went to Femi Ajayi, and it is Bode Daniel. Finally, it goes down for a free kick.
Good understanding there as exhibited there by the stars of Femi Ajayi went down, knocked out clumsily, and has armed for his side a free kick. Asking too many questions and looking dangerous in set pieces. Let's see.